Okay, up next is the Dorian mode. So remember, Dorian is the second in the sequence of modes. That doesn't mean you have to use them in sequence when we start using them. Doesn't mean that at all. But it is the second one in the order of which we normally talk about them. It is closest to a minor chord. So let's not use C major. Let's convert to a minor. Okay, now I have a C minor. And the difference here, so this is a minor scale. So the Dorian mode is close to a minor scale, but it's got a modification. And the modification that happens here is the 6th scale degree is raised. Now we have the Dorian scale. So let's check it out. So to me, just by itself like this, it sounds a little, it sounds pretty normal. You know, it doesn't sound all that strange. Because we're in a minor key, this major 6th instead of the minor 6th doesn't jump out all that much, you know? So let's look at it the other way now. So let's go back to a C major. Okay, now we're back to C major. Now, because it's the second one, what we can do is we can look at it in terms of a major scale if we just use D, because it's the second note of the major scale, and this is the second mode, we'll use D, and we'll just take this C away. We'll add a D on the top, so it goes from D to D now. But we're still in the key of C major. We're only going to use the key of C major, and this will result in the exact same pattern of whole steps and half steps. So now we have a D Dorian scale. Let's check it out. So here's minor. We expect to see that, minor, minor. If this was a D minor scale, that would be a B flat or an A sharp. But it's not. It's raised just because of the way we're just shifting things right now, right? So let's look at it like this. If we left the C here, we could say this is a C major scale. This is a D Dorian scale, right? That's just how the modes work. So let's look at our diatonic chord progressions. So let's go root third fifth on all of these. Okay, there we go. So let's look at what we have now. It should be pretty close to the minor diatonic chord progression, right? So we have a D minor. So our first chord is a minor. Then we have another minor here. It's an E minor, so it's a minor 2. We have an F major. We have G major. We have A minor. We have B diminished. That's going to be different. Just as here, because it's got a B in it. Remember, B is the note we're altering. So this is just going to be a straight up minor scale chord now instead of the diminished we would have gotten. And this is going to be a diminished chord now because we've altered this B. And then we have a 7 major, and then our 1 minor again. So that's the Dorian scale. Let's hear it. Kind of has almost a major quality to it, right? It's very, it's not as kind of that sad as the minor one. Pressing on, let's go to the third one, which is Phrygian.